You're supposed to come in with your eyes closed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was gonna close my eyes and do like the whole like, open your eyes, like wow.
I'm Johanna, by the way.
Kevin,
Nice to meet you.
Early riser or night owl?
Both.
Netflix and chill or go out all night?
Netflix and chill.
Nice. I don't binge.
So you just watch one and you're like, I'm good.
No, I could watch like 2, maybe 3 max,
So
depending
that's
on.
not binging?
Binging to me is like you.
Watch the whole season in one day?
Exactly. But I will say that The Office is a show that I can binge and not feel like that.
I'm actually not a fan of The Office.
We're done here.
Yeah.
We're done here.
I figured.
This was nice. Great to, oh, yeah. Swag.
I think it's great. It just doesn't grab me. I like cartoons.
Rick and Morty.
Not a huge fan of Rick and Morty either.
What are you doing to me? Spiders, hate them. Centipedes, hate them.
Okay, centipedes are really nasty.
I used to be actually, no, I'm not gonna confess that. Nope, never mind. That seems very
Now
weird.
you have to confess it on camera.
When I was like, oh yeah, cool. So when I was 6, 7 maybe, I used to be afraid of like moths and butterflies.
Butterflies?
Well, they look close enough like moths. No, let me tell you this horror story, right? So I was 6 years old. My mom calls me from kitchen. She's like, oh, you know, the food's done, come in. I'm like, all right, cool. I go in there. And then she like looks at me like, there was like something, I guess, like on like my butt. Like, and she's like, what's that? And I was like, I don't know, what are you talking about? And then she like smacks it off and it's like a moth, like this freaking big, just flies out. And I just like looked at it and I was like, huh, okay.
Moths are so nice.
Nah, hate them.
Wow, butterflies.
You know the botanical garden?
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll have like a bunch of butterflies and all
Yeah.
that. I ran through that as a kid. I was just like, nope.
Like I went to the botanical gardens and I had to be airlifted because I couldn't stand the butterfly. Okay, so tell me about your last relationship. How long did it last?
2 years?
That's a long time in New York.
That is
That's like 10 years.
I've done close to that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Detail.
No, she was, now looking at it, she was a little bit of a toxic person, but like you don't ever see that just because
You're in it.
Yeah, you're in it and you wanna make the person sometimes feel better about themselves if they're like struggling with something. How'd your last relationship go?
Ended very badly.
Oh shit, really?
Super bad. I've only just recently started dating guys that are my age. I was always dating guys that were like 10, 11, 15 years older. What?
No, just, why?
Daddy issues, duh. Like, what the That's why people do it. You want someone to take care of you.
True, but do you not feel like you can get that from someone who's like the same age?
I think that you have to discover yourself. You have to figure out like unhealthy patterns and like attack them.
Interesting.
I need people who are like looking at their bullshit, attack their bullshit, defeated some of it before I can be like, all right. I'm always like, so tell me about your childhood.
Are you?
Yes.
I actually like delving into someone's psyche. I love doing that too.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
You might just be dating a serial killer.
Yeah. I literally just got my period just now.
That's fun. I actually was confused about that. I didn't know if how it worked. Like if you went to sleep, if like the period was like the tooth fairy or like Santa, you go to sleep, you wake up, you got it, or if it's just like while you're walking, it's just.
So sometimes it's like that, but other times it's like you're asleep and then you just wake up because you're in immense pain. And you're like, oh yeah, that's what's happening. Like I started feeling it at like 5 a.m.
You were up since 5 a.m.?
No, I was awoken
by
my own body.
Okay.
It was like, right on time with the full moon, baby. I'm back. I was like, no.
So what does it mean if I awake at 5 a.m. and my body's like
No.
full moon?
It's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing?
No.
No?
No.
What if I like have to like,
No.
my stomach really hurts and I have to like use the bathroom?
No.
It's the same,
No.
it's kind of like if you thought about like the pain of like, no? I'm like whatever about marriage. Like I want to get married too, but like to me, I don't think it's as important. I can be in an 8-year relationship, have kids, and still kind of have that like marriage feel without having to do
So you wouldn't
ceremony
like
and stuff
just
like
pick up
that.
and leave after your baby was born or something like that?
No, never. I would never. And I love my father now. Like we have a good relationship now, but he did that to me. I would never do that to someone else.
I think that's like our generation of dads.
Yeah.
Big issue. I think generations of dads now are like so in their kids' life and like you want to be the best dad ever. It's such a huge like conscious shift.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, but interesting. I always think that like guys are like, yeah, I'm gonna be there, and then like as soon as baby's born, they like get scared and run away.
No, not me at all. In fact, that person, her mother was like a foster mother, so she would sometimes foster
other
kids.
kids.
Yeah. I completely fell in love with these like 2 kids that she had for like a year or 2 or whatever. And like they went back to their mom, but then that didn't work out. So they are back in the system and like legit, I feel like those were my kids and I lost my kids. My goal now is like to be well enough off that I can, if I can adopt them, at least make sure that they're set.
That's nice.
Find a way to reconnect.
Do you feel sexy?
Do I feel sexy?
Yeah. Do you feel sexy?
Don't put me on like a Calvin Klein underwear, like.
I'm not asking
or
what
something
other
like
people
that.
think. I'm asking how you think.
How I think of myself, I do think that there's, like I'm sexy. I don't know if
that's
I
great.
would. Yeah, I don't know if I would do me.
You wouldn't do what?
Nothing. Nope.
What?
I said I don't know if I would actually do like.
Oh, you wouldn't do
like
you?
If I like, you know what I'm saying?
Like
if I was
if you
cloned,
were you, but a clone.
Yeah, if I was
would
me
you
like
do
a
you?
clone, would I exactly?
You wouldn't do you?
Well, for starters, I'm not a chick, so no.
I would definitely do me.
I think what she was asking was, do you feel like there's sexual energy?
Between us, yeah.
Oh, I'm just being honest with you. Not entirely. No, I didn't get that.
I feel it's definitely more like cool. Like we can talk for hours and hours and hours.
100%.
I'm not getting like, ooh,
Yeah.
what you doing like?
Again,
Hey.
totally working on me now. Like now the energy is
Is it
shifting.
working? Is it
Now the
working?
energy is shifting. Wait a second. You first. I already
Okay.
know this answer.
No, you go first, and since you know the answer.
No.
Since you can read my mind.
No, not your answer. My answer.
Okay, so
I know
since
mine.
you
No,
know
no,
your answer. No.
ladies first.
I've been first like 3 times.
All right. So would I?
Yeah.
I personally would, just because this isn't the ideal place for like a first date.
So like, you wouldn't have a first date on camera.
No, for the world to watch me and just get like played out. No. What was your answer? Be honest. Don't even like switch up your answer just
I'm
based
not
off what
switching
I
my
said.
answer.
Go for it.
I don't think I would go on a second date.
Solid.
Just because I don't feel romantically
Yeah.
connected. I feel like cool.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we're chill. Like we could hang out anytime, but I don't think that we would like be into each other in a romantic way.
The second you said that you didn't like The Office, I was
Okay,
like,
no. The second you
fucking
said
hell.
that you're scared of butterflies, come on.
I was 6.